Welcome. In front of me I have the Xiaomi POCO X7, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick look at the device and also its specifications. So, jumping straight into it, let's just cut our way into it. There we go. Now this will be the lower end of the X7 lineup, as there is also a Pro version that is running a more powerful, that was a tongue twister, more powerful processor. And some other improvements in terms of battery charging, battery size, and so on. But taking it out, first thing that is going to probably be noticeable difference if you already seen the Pro is going to be the fact that this one comes with a curved display. This is love it or hate it. I personally like curved displays. It makes the gesture navigation, to me, more pleasant to use. Now, if we see what else we got a case included in the box along with a Type A to Type C charging cable. And the silicone case provided is, just move that out of the way, is gray. So I also like the gray cases, as if you ever use the silicone like white ones or more like clear ones, they get nasty and yellow after sometimes. That's something that you don't really experience with the gray ones. Anyway, you can also see that this model is the one that comes with an eco leather, but there is also a different one that comes with a plastic back. At least I think that's eco leather. I mean, it sure as hell looks like it. Now, in terms of coloring, it is a little bit more on the obnoxious side with just vibrant yellow and gold accents around the lenses. But yeah, anyway, let's just start off with the display. So, the display right here is a 6.67-inch display with a resolution of 1220 by 2712 pixels. So, it is a pretty nice display that has a over 400 pixels per inch, more precisely 446 pixels per inch, and it's covered with the Cornell Gorilla Glass Victus 2. It's an AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 Plus certification, and along with a Dolby Vision certification and a peak brightness of whopping 3000 nits. Display right here is just fantastic. It seems like Xiaomi didn't really save any money when it comes onto certifications and the display, and that's going to be basically the star of the show right here. Now, if you flip it over to the back, we have what looks to be a triple camera setup, though I most likely won't be probably considering this as a real camera, as the lens right here is literally a pin needle kind of size, so I doubt it's even a camera, but it is a 2 megapixel macro, which, like I said, I won't be counting because it's just a sticker cam at this point. And the main sensor is a 50 megapixel f1.5 aperture 26mm wide lens. Then we have 8 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide, and like I said, the 2 megapixel macro that is going to be outperformed by the 50 megapixel wide sensor at 2 times zoom. Now, with those cameras, you can record videos at 4K up to 30 frames. 1080p gets you to 60 along with slow motion of 120. And then at the front, we have a selfie in a hole punch camera. That is a 20 megapixel wide sensor that does 1080p at 60 frames. So pretty good camera setup in general. And if we now go into the inside without actually jerry-rig this phone apart, we have a 5110 mAh battery that can be charged at a 45 watts of speed. Now, the phone is relatively small, so this is a more traditional battery size with 5000 milliamps around that, so it looks like they might not be using the new battery type here, but I could be wrong, as GSM Arena, which is where I'm pulling all this information, doesn't have it actually listed. But nowadays most phones has switched to the silicone-based batteries, which allows them to have a much bigger capacity, at like 6,000 to 7,000 milliamps, and charge also faster, while still having the same exact size as the smaller variant of the lithium-ion battery that we used to have. This one being at a little over 5,000 leads me to believe it might not be the new battery type. Also with a slower charging at 45 watts. So it could be still the old one. But don't quote me on that one. I could be completely wrong about it, to be completely honest. But it's just kind of taking a look at the size of the battery and the charging speed. It would lead me to believe that. Now, additionally, in terms of the internals, we do have either 8 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of storage, and you can spec it up all the way to half a terabyte and 12 gigs of RAM, all options being UFS 2.2 storage type. So the slower one, specifically also when you compare it to the Pro version of this device. And it's being powered by a Dimensity 7300 Ultra processor, which is a great processor, very fast one, also slower than the Pro version. So we do have a bit of a downgrade when it comes down to the couple of the internal specifications for this device, but we do have a lower price tag, being at about 300 euros, while the Pro version came out about 350. So it was more expensive, but it also offered a better processor. Now I do actually want to search this up, the price tag, as both of these devices have an insane price, and okay, it is actually correct one. Holy crap. I'm genuinely kind of shocked about the price of these devices for what they offer. Now this one a little bit less. I want to kind of point that out. This one is a bit more reasonable in terms of the price. The Pro version is the one that is just outrageously cheap for what it offers, as it's basically a flagship phone for about 350 euros. So this one is more reasonable at about 300 euros. Still great price for what it offers, being a fast processor, decent charging speeds, and great display. So it offers a lot for this price, I would say. It's also very close in terms of what it offers to something like the CMF Phone 1. Now that one might not have as good of a display as this one, and also will feel a bit cheaper in hand as it's primarily made out of plastic. So is this one, but it has this eco leather back, which kind of adds to maybe a bit of a feel that makes it look better, and a curved display, which I feel like in terms of looks, curved displays look a bit more premium, while the CMF Phone 1 has a flat display. But like I said, it's very similarly spec'd. It's still better, but the price difference is also there. So CMF Phone 1 costs about 200 or less US dollars, while this one is about 300. So you do have a nearly $100 or about $100 difference in terms of price for roughly very close kind of performances. Like I said, it's still going to be better if you're looking for that. And the thing that just shocks me is when you bring into view this device. So this is the Pro version. It comes with a Dimensity 8300 Ultra, if I remember correctly. So it's basically a flagship grade processor right here, with very similar specs in general, but it is going to have bigger battery, faster charging, better processor, more RAM, more storage out of the box, faster storage type. Camera wise, it's going to also allow you to have better quality of recording at 4K 60 instead of the 30. So cameras are also improved, and the price is about 50 euros more. So not that much different for what you actually get, which might be a very good pick if you're interested in what could basically be considered as a flagship phone. So anyway, that's basically everything that I have to say about this device. They are fantastic phones, both the 7X and 7 or X7 Pro and non-Pro. And it really boils down to which one you prefer and how much you want to save. If you're looking for recommendations, I would probably say that saving up to $50, if it's actually $50 difference, might be better, as you'll get a general improvement in the device in almost every kind of way. So for $50, it's not that much, but you get a noticeably better device. So anyway, hopefully this video gave you some insight into this device, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.